All right, we are live again. So, just a refresher. I mentioned this earlier today before we get started. A lot of the information here is going to be from. Oh, it's a Facebook message. I don't give a shit about that. A lot of the information from this quiz was from the reading provided with your lesson. I know I went through that pretty quick. You have a link in the lesson, in lesson 5, and that link will take you to here, and most of these questions were out of here. All right. So, a pliable type ENT raceway is a raceway that can be bent by hand without the use of any tools. That was right up at the top. Right there. Next up, ENT is permitted to be installed exposed in buildings not exceeding 3 floors where not prohibited by 362.12. So, ENT is permitted to be installed exposed in buildings. That's true. So this is, you can find it here. There should be, remember it talks about uses permitted. So there's a list of uses permitted, and there's a list of uses not permitted. That is directly from your code book. So 362.12 and 362.10 both cover that information. Same story here. You'll find it in the exact same spots. ENT is permitted to be used in which of the following applications? All of the above. So, same question. You're gonna look in uses permitted, and you're gonna look for all of these answers in uses permitted. All right, number 5. Listed rigid non-metallic conduit PVC fittings, such as couplings and male terminal adapters, can be solvent cemented onto ENT as long as the solvent cement being used is approved for use with ENT. That is true. Let's see. Oh, this one is in here. There's a picture of some connectors. I think it was up here. Fittings used. I couldn't find it. I looked all through the code book and I could not find this one in the code book, but it is right here in the reading. Alright, in general, ENT shall be securely fastened at intervals not exceeding blank feet, and shall be securely fastened in place within blank of each device box. So, this is going to be an installation. You might have some... I just... Oh. That's good. I accidentally opened up a new program. It's going to be in the installation portion in your code book. That's part 2. I do not believe... I mean, I'm sure it's in this reading, but it's easier to look in your code book for that. Here is somebody installing a whole ass house using ENT, and that's weird. That's weird to me. Let's use Romex. How many 9-degree bends in a... So, you can have 4... Just like almost all conduit, you can have 4 90s in it. between each pull point. ENT and all associated fittings shall be listed. That's in the ENT section of the article of the code book. I mean, we're talking about like a 2-page article in the code book, so once you get there, all of these are going to be pretty straightforward. Non-metallic outlet boxes specifically permitted to be used in a fire-rated wall assembly with separation requirements less than 24 inches are referred to as classified boxes. This was in the reading. I looked all through the code book for this one, trying to find it. It ate my lunch, I tell you. It's way up above. Okay. I'm going to hit Control F because that's the quickest way to find things in something like this. Hit Control, then F, and it brings up a little search bar. And you can type fire. Yeah. Classified non-metallic outlet boxes is here. Can be installed on opposite. Yeah, so you have to use classified boxes. This isn't an amazingly worded question. It has a lot to be desired. All right. Smurf tube is another name. Yeah, you can look at the pictures of it. They call it Smurf tube because it's blue, and electricians are very creative. Yes, so this is the definition in the code book. It's in the ENT article. Just read it. And then finally, this is the we've already been over this. That was 362.10 and 362.12 will be both of these sections. Or will give you the answer to this one. If you read all of that, you will know whether you can install it and expose in buildings. And apparently you can. Alright. That is the end of this one. We have, let me look at the results, make sure everybody's done that wants to do it. Yeah. So we're going to finish this one. And I'm going to launch a new one. This is number 6. So this is the last thing I need you guys to do today. And if you finish it and don't want to watch the last YouTube video, I'll see you guys in a couple weeks. Oh wait, don't end the current activity, end the stream.